Hello friends, so this is Kirti and today I am going to cover DSC 1 Introduction to Literary Studies unit number 2, that is poetry, reading poetry. So this is the part 1 that was on his blindness by John Milton. So starting with this poem, we should know who is John Milton. First of all, he is a Puritan age poet. He was blind at his early age, at the age of 44 in 1652. He was born in 1608 and died in 1674. And this is the main thing, that he was blinded at early age at 44 years, and the whole poem is only about this thing, as he was became blinded, and that's why he wrote this poem by complaining the god how his eyesight has gone so early and how he is going to show his talent and worth to the god which was given by the god to him, and the talent which was the poetry writing was got wasted because of this blindness. So this was all about that. So let's get started. So on his blindness, this is also known as when I considered how light is spent. So, firstly, it was known by this name, but after that, Thomas Newton he given the name, the title of this poem on his blindness. So, this poem is written in Petrarchan sonnet, which contain octave, 8 lines, and 6 lines of sustain. It was written in iambic pentameter. What is iambic pentameter? If you don't know, so please see my the video in which I have just discussed the reading poetry skills and all the poetic devices too. So let's get started. So, when I considered how my light is spent, ere half my days in this dark world and wide, and that one talent which is dead to hide, locked with me, useless, though my soul more bent. To serve therewith my Maker and present, my true account, lest he returning chide. Doth God exact day labor light denied? I fondly ask, but patience to prevent. So, till then, there after that, after this line, after the octave 8 lines, there is a turning point, or we can say turning thought, which is known as volta. This is called as volta meter or volta. After that, there is a thought of change, there is a change which was the result of the upper lines, the upper octave lines. There were a change of thought, change of mindset after these octave line in the beginning of the sestet. So here let's begin with the understanding of these lines. So when I considered how my light is spent, जब मैंने सोचा कि मेरी लाइट, इट मीन्स माई आई साइट, हाउ इट गॉन, वो कैसे चली गई एट ए वेरी अर्ली एज, एर हाफ माई डेज इन दिस डार्क वर्ल्ड एंड वाइड. नाउ द पॉइंट इज थिंकिंग दैट एर मतलब बिफोर, अभी तो मेरी ज़िंदगी के अभी आधे टाइम भी नहीं हुआ है, आधा टाइम भी नहीं हुआ है और मेरी आईसाइट चली गई है. एंड दैट वन टैलेंट, the talent of poetry composition, the talent which he had is the poetry contribution or the poetic composition which is death to hide. Now the poet, the John Milton, he was trying to say to the god that the talent which he had, that was poetry composition, poetry writing, now how can he hide that from the public, from the generals, because now he can't able to write. लॉक विद मी यूजलेस, अब वो सिर्फ मेरे पास क्या रहेगी, यूजलेस, मेरे किसी काम की नहीं है, बिकॉज आई डोंट हैव माई आई साइट. थो माई सोल मोर बेंट टू सर्व देयर विद मी माई मेकर इन प्रेजेंट. नाउ ही वॉज थिंकिंग, ही वॉज सेइंग दैट अब जब मेरी मुलाकात आफ्टर द डेथ, व्हेन आई मेट द गॉड इन द हेवन, व्हाट आई विल गिव what I will serve, what I will serve to my maker. Maker is there is God. What I will serve to the God when I was in heaven and met with the God, what I have did in my whole lifetime. Because at the very early age I got blinded, and I have didn't have any so much record to show. I don't have a true account what I can present in front of God. So now poet is saying, my true account lest he returning chide. नाउ जो मेरे ट्रू अकाउंट है वो तो है ही नहीं। अब मैं गॉड को क्या दिखाऊंगा? जब मैं गॉड के पास जाऊंगा तो गॉड मुझे गुस्सा करेंगे, मुझे डांटेंगे। डॉट गॉड, अब वो हेयर द राइटर इज आस्किंग क्वेश्चन टू द गॉड। डॉट गॉड एग्जैक्ट डी लेबर लाइट डिनाइड। नाउ ही वॉज सेइंग दैट क्या जिन लोग जो नेत्रहीन होते हैं, जिनके पास आंखें नहीं होती और आईसाइट उनकी चली जाती है, हु वर ब्लाइंडेड, क्या गॉड उनसे भी डे लेबर करवाता है? सो यू नो व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ डे लेबर? डे लेबर मीन्स वर्क, डे लेबर मीन्स वर्किंग whole day for such a least money. So I fondly ask, मैं पेशेंटली बहुत ही भगवान जी से बहुत ही फुलिशली ये क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा हूँ कि गॉड क्या आप ऐसे हो कि आप किसी को भी, आप एक जिसकी आई साइट चली गई है आप उससे भी इतना काम करवाओगे, उससे भी डे लेबर करवाओगे? बट पेशेंस टू प्रिवेंट। नाउ ही गॉट अंडरस्टूड बाय सेइंग दीज सम lines, these foolish lines. He became very best that he get the answer by his own. That murmur soon replies. Now he was murmuring inside him that God doth need either men's work or his own gift. Who best bear his mild yoke, they serve him best, his estate is kingly. Thousand at his binding speed, and posterior land and ocean without rest. They also serve who only stand and wait. Now, what was saying is that I have said that he was murmuring, and then soon replies that doth do not need either a man's work or his gift. जो भगवान है उसे इंसान से ना ही कोई काम चाहिए, ना ही कोई गिफ्ट चाहिए। ही जस्ट वॉन्टेड कि जो मेरे मतलब वी आर द चिल्ड्रंस ऑफ द गॉड, सो ही जस्ट वॉन्टेड दैट माई चाइल्ड्स गॉट सेफर एंड लिव्स सिंपली एज अ गुड लाइफ। नाउ बियर हिज माइल्ड यॉक, जो गॉड है ही यूज टू क्रिएट स्ट्रगल, रूल ऑन अस, गिव्स अथॉरिटी टू अस so that we can struggle in the life and we were prepared for the heavier struggle in the future. So his state is kingly. जो God है, he was a king, he didn't need anything. So his state is kingly, वो वहाँ का राजा है, for the king of heaven. Thousand as his bending speed, biding speed. सो बहुत सारे लोग हैं, भगवान के पास कोई एक ही नहीं है, बहुत सारे लोग हैं हु वॉज थिंकिंग दैट गॉड अब मेरी इच्छा पूरी करेंगे। दे वर गोइंग टू बी सो मच सप्रेस्ड एंड अदर थिंग्स, एंड पोस्टर इन लैंड एंड ओशन विदाउट रेस्ट। नाउ देयर वर लैंड एंड सो मेनी थिंग अबाउट दैट। दे ऑल्सो सर्व हु ओनली स्टैंड एंड वेट, वो उनको भी देता है जो केवल बैठे रहते हैं और वेट करते हैं कि भगवान अब मेरे साथ कुछ अच्छा करेगा। ठीक है, तो जो गॉड है वो सभी का फादर है, एंड वी ऑल आर द चिल्ड्रंस ऑफ द गॉड, एंड गॉड न्यू मुझे कब किसके साथ क्या अच्छा करना है, क्या बुरा करना है, कब मुझे उसको ताकत देनी है और कब मैं उसको पावरफुल बनाने की कोशिश करूँ। सो after that we just go towards the rhyming scheme. This was, I have said that it was written in Petrarchan sonnet, and the line the sonnet contains the rhyming scheme as A B B A, A B B A, C D E, C D E. All right, so these were the always the Petrarchan sonnet contains these rhyming scheme, and these rhyming schemes are very important, such as you can see spent, this is A, wide, this is B. Now spend is equal to bend, so this is AA, and wide and height, this is BB. Present, this is A, spent, present, bent, present. Now child, denied, this is BB, and this is A, present and prevent. Now after that, C, that need is didn't like to match anywhere. CDE, CDE. Alright, so this is the rhyming scheme of Petrarchan sonnet, and I have written some lines, that main thoughts which was coming after reading this poem, that was complaining about how my eyesight is gone in so very early age, and the writer the poet, that was John Milton, he was complaining to the god that how his eyesight has gone, and after that he was telling the what I have to hide the talent of poetry composition, and the poetry composition which I have a talent got wasted because of this early eyesight gone. Now after that he was talking the death, the day of judgment, when he was in heaven and met the god. What a time, it was the time when he has to present his true account, and he was not able to present his true account because he was got blinded at very early age, and he didn't have anything to present in front of the god. Now after some times, as I have said, after the octave 8 lines, there is a turning point or the turning thought of the poet. Now god didn't want anything from human beings. Now here is a turning thought that he realizes soon. A murmur replies himself that god को कुछ भी नहीं चाहिए, god को ना ही किसी मनुष्य का, किसी ह्यूमन बीइंग का कोई काम चाहिए, ना ही उसका कोई गिफ्ट चाहिए. He just wanted to make his children brave and to fight against all the struggles in his life, and to face the future problems too. So after that he was saying that the god also serve those जो खड़े रहते हैं और उनका वेट करते हैं, and so many other things that I have already explained in this poem to you. So and I have to say one more thing that I have forgotten it, that जो जॉन मिल्टन थे, इन्होंने ये, अब हम कह नहीं सकते कि ये जो पोम है उन्होंने कब लिखी. एज आई हैव सेड, इट वॉज रिटन इन आफ्टर ही गॉट ब्लाइंडेड इन 1652. ही गॉट ब्लाइंडेड, एंड एट द सेम टाइम हर वाइफ, दैट वॉज मैरी पॉवल, शी डाइड. So there is two reason that he wrote this poem. One was that her wife was died and he got blinded at very early age, but it was seen that it was true that he got blinded at very early age, and that's why he wrote this poem. But there was one more problem, that his wife was dead, and he was also very much you can say tense and in pain, because his wife got dead, and his eyesight also got weak from, he was as it was somewhere told that he admitted it that John Milton used to read books. He was very fond of reading books. He used to read books very at a night, at a very brighter eyes, and for a long time. That's why his eyes got weakening up. The realization he also have that I will got blinded after some times, because you can know that सबको महसूस हो जाता है दैट वी आर, हमें ये प्रॉब्लम होने वाली है. एज धीरे धीरे ही डिक्लाइनिंग उनकी आईसाइट होने लगी थी, एंड सोन एट द एज ऑफ 44 हिज आईसाइट गॉट वीकन एंड हिज आईसाइट हैज़ ऑलरेडी गॉट लॉस्ट. एंड टिल देन, थैंक यू बाबा, सी यू. आई होप दैट you like this video, and if you have not subscribed my channel, so please subscribe my channel and please hit the bell icon. So till then, thank you and bye bye.